What's up, guys? I'm Bob Tompkins with the Living in SC team at Real Broker, and welcome back to the channel. On today's video of Living in SC, we are going to be talking about the top 5 restaurants in Greenville, South Carolina. But before we get into that, if you're thinking about making a move to the state of South Carolina, our team would love to be a resource for you. Please reach out to us at the number listed below, or send us an email at info@livinginsc.com, as we would love to help you with that move. Now, as we get into this list, instead of giving you a straight 1 through 5 list, I'm actually gonna give you my top place in a couple different categories. We're gonna be looking at the best seafood, the best steakhouse, the best international food, and the best bar food, as well as the best overall restaurant in this video. So if you have a particular taste or a particular type of food that you enjoy, hopefully this video helps you find the best in that category. So coming in first, I have the best seafood in Greenville, South Carolina. The best place that you are gonna find is Coral. Now, Coral is a relatively new restaurant located in the west end of downtown Greenville. It's absolutely phenomenal. In fact, it almost took the best overall spot in this video simply because of a few menu items that they have there. If you go and check out Coral, you have to try the Chilean sea bass. It is unbelievable. My dad will tell you that you have to try the scallops. Those 2 entrees are just phenomenal at Coral. You're not gonna be able to find better seafood, in my opinion, in all of Greenville. And then if you stick around for dessert, their sticky toffee pudding might be the best dessert in Greenville. It is absolutely out of this world, especially if you love dates. That sticky toffee pudding is just one that's gonna send you over the moon. And they also have a few items on their menu that may not be categorized as seafood. For example, they have some French flat wings. You can get some Korean barbecue French flat wings there as an appetizer that are incredible and one of my personal favorite apps in downtown. But as far as seafood is concerned, their entrees are unmatched in the downtown scene. You've got to check out Coral if you're a big seafood fan. Next on my list, I have the best bar food in Greenville, South Carolina. If you're just looking for a bar scene, good place to go eat, maybe hang out with some friends, watch some TV, the best in Greenville is Local Q. If you've watched our videos from a couple years ago on the best restaurants or best bars in Greenville, Local Q was at the top of that list. In my opinion, it is the best bar food, the best bar atmosphere in all of Greenville. Local Q is a super cool, unique spot. It's 21 and up. They do have a separate restaurant just outside of their main restaurant that does allow for you to bring your kids and have full families. But the main restaurant is 21 and up. They have pool tables, dartboards, shuffleboard, all sorts of board games and whatnot for you to be able to go in, have a few beers, enjoy time with your friends. But the reason it is number 1 on my bar food list is because of the wings. The wings are unmatched. They are smoked. They have a dry rub. The dry rub, I go and just buy the dry rub. It is a phenomenal place to go get wings. You're really not gonna find better wings in all of Greenville. I have tried every place that has wings that has tried to say that they have better wings than Local Q. They don't. Local Q is the best when it comes to their wings. So you've gotta go try them out if you're looking for some bar food. They've got some really cool appetizers as well. In fact, they have some egg rolls that are pulled pork and collard green egg rolls, which doesn't sound appealing on the surface. It comes with like a blackberry habanero dipping sauce, but it's unbelievable. You've got to go check these things out. So when you're looking for bar food, if you want unique flavor, if you want great wings, Local Q is the place to go. I've got some great friends that work there too, so you can always rest assured that you're gonna have good service and great recommendations from the staff. Next on the list is the best steakhouse in Greenville, and that is Hall's Chop House. Now, I questioned putting Hall's Chop House on this list simply because Hall's is a little bit of a chain. They have 6 or 7 different locations across the Southeast, but they are a South Carolina original restaurant. They were founded in Charleston, Greenville was either the second or third location, but I had to put them here because their steaks are just that good. Whenever people are asking for a recommendation on steaks, I always say, if you want Ruth Chris on steroids, you gotta go to Hall's. Now, one thing that's important to note, at the time of this video being published, Hall's is being renovated in July of 2023. So if you're watching this video as soon as it's been published, you might have to wait a couple weeks to go check them out. But their steaks are absolutely top tier. You're gonna have a hard time finding anything better in the steak category in Greenville. Now, in addition to that, they do have a couple menu items that I am a big fan of. They have some stuffed portobello mushrooms. They're one of their appetizers that I think are incredible. On their bar menu, they actually have some prime rib sliders that I think are absolutely exceptional, and something you'll find me in for lunch quite often going to get. Now, where they really take the cake, pun intended, is their desserts. They have a few desserts there that are absolutely out of this world. And my three favorites are the bread pudding, which I will drive all the way across town to go get on a whim because it is that good. They also have a rotating selection of cheesecakes. So one of the things I enjoy about this is it's not just your standard traditional cheesecake every single time. Depending on the season, they'll have a different flavor. They've had like some lemon blackberry for summer before. They've had like a cinnamon roll cheesecake during the fall. So there's a lot of different variety there depending on the season of the year. And then they also have a caramel cake that if you have a particularly sweet tooth and you can handle richness and flavor, that caramel cake will just send you over the moon. You'll absolutely love that caramel cake, so it's one that you have to try. Next on my list, I have the best international food in Greenville, and for the best international food, I have Gianna, located in downtown Greenville. Gianna is Italian-style food. It's a restaurant that was opened 6 or 7 years ago by Chef Michael Kramer. He opened it up at the time with Carl Sobozinski, who is probably the most well-known restaurant entrepreneur in the Greenville scene, and they did an absolutely phenomenal job with this restaurant. It's located right across from the Reedy River Falls, so you've got a great location, number one, for the restaurant. It's up on the second level of the building above Lululemon, and it looks out over downtown. It's got this nice terrace that wraps around the building that you can go and sit out on. So number one, the vibes are super cool, but number two, the food is just exceptional. So me and my wife, this is one of our favorite date night places that we like to go. On their menu, they have a ricotta cheese with some ciabatta bread that is one of our favorite things in all of Greenville, not just in the international food section, but just bar none across the board, one of our favorite food items to order. They also have a gnocchi on their appetizer menu that is probably my favorite appetizer in Greenville. I absolutely love it, and it's a big reason why it is our Friday spot destination, is that ricotta cheese and that gnocchi. But they make all of their pastas in-house. It's what Chef Kramer is known for. So any pasta that you order at Gianna is going to be the best pasta that you taste in Greenville. It's very hard for anywhere else to match them. So if you're a big Italian food fan, you've got to go check out Gianna. Now, coming in at number one on my list, this has remained unchanged from the best restaurants in Greenville if you saw our video a couple years ago, and that is the Trapdoor, located in downtown Greenville. It's Belgian style food. They have mussels, they have steak frites, but they take the cake when it comes to the best restaurant in Greenville. Number one, the vibes. Trapdoor is a tiny little place. It's got a single door entrance that goes down into a basement. So there's no windows down in the Trapdoor. It's got this cool basement vibe to it. They serve a beer and wine selection that you can't find anywhere else in Greenville. It's really just your Belgian style, German style sort of beers, European type wines. If you're looking for that authentic type of flavor in your beer and wine, you're gonna find it at Trapdoor, and that's hard to replicate or find anywhere else in Greenville. In fact, I'm not positive on this, but I think the Trapdoor has some exclusive rights to certain beers just so other restaurants can't compete with them in offering that Belgian type experience. As far as food is concerned at the Trapdoor, they have the best beef tartare I have ever had in my life on their appetizer menu. They have a great charcuterie board. As far as their menu items are concerned, you've already heard me say steak frites. They have some pork and cherry sausages that come with some Brussels and mash that is by far and away my favorite menu item at the Trapdoor. They also have a duck that is just phenomenal. And my wife loves the mussels. Mussels and frites is what she gets almost every time we go in. And then we always polish it off with a lemon blueberry crepe off their dessert menu. It is just a decadent sort of dessert that's light, fluffy, doesn't leave you feeling quite as guilty as some of the other desserts that I may have mentioned from some of the other restaurants, but it really just brings the whole night together. The Trapdoor, to me, is the best overall restaurant experience that you're gonna get, from the vibe to the appetizers, the entrees, and the desserts. It is a place you have to go check out, and I'd be surprised if you don't love it just as much as I do. Now guys, once again, my name is Bob Tompkins with the Living in SC team at Real Broker. If you're thinking about making a move to the state, we would love to be a resource for you. You can reach out to us at the number listed below or send us an email at info@livinginsc.com. Also, check out some of our other videos, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time on Living in South Carolina.